All right, welcome to the GFM Podcast with me, Moz.
And me, Johnny, how's it going?
It's going all right, mate. You know the score. You know the score.
Yeah,
How are you doing?
I'm not too bad. How are you? How's yourself?
We getting there. We getting there, brother. Nah, man.
I know,
Um, yeah,
like, like we haven't done it in a while, but we missed
yeah,
a week, but it's been all right. We've got stuff going on.
exactly.
We've
Yeah,
got lots to talk about now. Don't want to just do it for the sake of it. You know what I mean?
no, it's good fun. Um, yeah, man. Like, so what's new with you, like gaming wise?
Before gaming, I finished Squid Game. Just
All
before
right.
that, yeah, I finished Squid Game. So I watched it. I watched it in the dub one because it's like late at night and you can't be bothered to read subtitles.
I
So
totally, man.
that's the main one for me. Like,
Aye.
it was all right. There was some episodes obviously were a bit filler. They
Mhm.
could have shortened it up a bit,
Yeah,
but like I was
definitely.
like I didn't expect the old guy at the end. Spoiler alert! I didn't expect him to be like behind it, to be honest.
Yeah, it was
Which
a
was a
good
good,
twist. Good twist, wasn't
yeah.
it? Yeah.
And I liked. I think I like the bridge one with the glass. I
Oh
think I like
yeah,
that. That was just brutal, that one. And
that was
when
good.
when the the mafia guy like went
I
down, I was like, yeah, fuck
I
him,
it
like.
felt good when he got screwed over, didn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. And
Yeah, man.
especially with these like how he mistreated that woman like and
Oh
stuff.
yeah, he was awful, wasn't he? Yeah, she
Even
was
though her
annoying as fuck, but she didn't deserve that freak out.
I think I don't know like if I watched it in like say Korean language, I wonder if her voice would have been that annoying, but the dub made her just
Yeah,
sound like a fucking lunatic. Like
yeah, like she was pissing us off as well, dude. Like, so they did a good job making that character like irritating as fuck. So
oh
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. I really like the honeycomb one. You know when they're doing the honeycomb.
Oh
That's
yeah.
probably my favorite one. That was good.
When he got the umbrella and he's like, shit.
I know,
Like the
man.
hardest one, like
Oh my
was
god.
it was brutal. Like I was a bit sad for the copper guy when he like I thought he would have made it off and well made it off the island. Well, he did, but not really. But
Yeah, he was a bit of a twisted character, him, wasn't he? Like he had a lot of demons and stuff like that. But it,
yeah,
down down to it all, though, he was like a super selfish guy, though, wasn't he? He was just like reckless. Like that was his character, but it was definitely conflicted though in his origin story and stuff.
I wish it was just a one and done series to be honest, because I don't think
Mm,
now they've
mm.
set it up for the sequel, it's going to be a bit
Yeah, yeah.
going to be interesting. He's got red hair now, and he doesn't
I'm
want to go
I'm
to see his daughter anymore.
on second thoughts. I'd be pretty curious to see what the second season could be like. I mean, I think the writer tried to get it sorted like about 10 years ago, like Squid Game, like it's already been written like a long time ago, but just never came to fruition, like for whatever reason. But
Well, now they've got 100 million viewers, which is like crazy when you think
wow,
about
man.
the reach Netflix has compared to like
Oh
just
man.
regular network television. It's crazy. Like,
Fair play to like the writers or writer of Squid Game, like you know what I mean, finally getting that boost, that recognition, like because I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Like I know everybody has
yeah,
enjoyed it too, but I thought it was kind of fun. Like
I'm just not gonna look forward to the copycat kind of TV shows now.
oh,
Of
I
it.
know,
It's gonna be like, you know what I mean. It's gonna be like they're gonna just kind of rake in on the coattails of their success. But
100%, man.
I have seen some. You can get the Halloween costumes now for
Oh, the tracksuit and shit.
the tracksuit and mask. Like the square. Do you want to be a square or a triangle?
Oh my god.
Imagine doing trick or treat and someone dressed like
Oh,
that.
there's gonna
Fucking
be so many Squid Games in Newcastle. Like there's gonna be so many
oh,
Squid Game people. Like just. walking
I always
around in
find
that.
it funny when like you hear these stories about schools and that's the teachers saying the kids are like reenacting it in the playground and stuff. I'm just like,
Oh,
it's
playing red
funny.
light,
Like,
green light and shit.
it's just well, it's a childhood game, isn't it? It's just they vamped it up to
Uh,
include death, include more high risk, but it's
yeah,
pretty hilarious. But I'm glad I've watched it now. I kind
yeah,
of everyone was talking about it, and I was just like,
I
I
know.
didn't want to kind of give into it, but I
Totally,
did.
mate. Totally. Like that's the thing. Like if everybody's talking about it, like it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It just gets too like saturated, doesn't it? But it was
Yeah,
actually kind of good. So
it's
it's
like
good. Good
back
to see
in
a good
back in the
thing do
day
well.
when everyone's like, "Watch Sopranos, watch Sopranos," and then you're
Uh,
like, "Yeah, whatever." But when you actually watch it, you're like, "Fucking, this is the boy." Like,
uh,
this is fucking mint.
then Junior haunts your dreams for life. No man. Yeah. I watched. Well, we watched. Maid as well. Did you watch that? It's called Maid.
No, no, what's it about?
It's about this parent, this woman who's in like a really bad, emotionally abusive relationship, but she just basically um, takes on like a cleaning job to like try and get out of this absolutely volatile relationship with this guy. But it's just really well done. Um, I wouldn't want to spoil it for you, but like basically she's in a lot of desperate situations in life, and she's starting from nothing and like everything's against her, but it's a really well done program. Like um just watch it, honestly, mate. It's really good. Like because we watched Squid Game and then we watched this, and I was like, holy shit, this is really good on a completely different like type of program or whatever you want to call it. But it was
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
so good. So I'd recommend Made. Like honestly, it's really good. It's like it's proper grip and drama. Like it's really
It's,
good.
that's cool. Like, I'll have to check it out because
It's good.
currently we
Like
just started Midnight Mass on
oh
Netflix.
oh mate, I'm so sorry.
Why
I
you
really,
don't like it?
mate, I'm sorry, but it's fucking crap. Like I'm sorry. I think it's absolutely terrible. That
I've only
the,
watched two. We've only watched two. Like,
the caliber of acting is absolutely shit. Like, I'm sorry, but it's absolutely terrible. It's a weak as fuck story, and it's just dull as fuck. Like, I'm not into it. We gave up, man. We gave up. Like,
how many episodes did you give up on?
you know what? Like, we actually had a laugh on it a little bit. I think we gave up probably about like episode 3 or episode 4 because we were
Right.
watching because we couldn't believe how bad it was getting, and we were watching it for a different reason. We were like, this is an absolute fucking joke. I can't believe this is on Netflix and it's so highly rated in the top 10. But then we just got pissed off with it. I was like, oh, we're wasting our time here. Like, it's a joke.
I'll have to, because I thought it was going to be like a slow burn. I thought it was going to get better. Um, I think the episode we were on, they've killed his dog.
I
His dog died, and he's
can't even
just like
remember, mate.
the town drunk. He
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
keeps calling him
Aye.
Sharif. It's just being a dick to him.
It just wasn't for me. Just wasn't for me. But like, yeah, it
Yeah.
really surprised me. Like, I was like, oh my god, this is absolutely shit. I can't believe it.
It's always
Anyway,
going to
but I
be
hope
there.
you're
Was
enjoying it, man.
no, no, no. No, like you say, just a couple in.
Aye,
Haven't made any judgments yet on it.
that's
Just
yeah, totally, totally.
I there's loads of these shows where the first episode's always like a bit shit, but then it gets better. But we'll see.
Yeah, you might
Don't know.
like it. You might like it. You know what I mean? Everyone's
But kind
different,
of,
so
I think the only show I've kind of given up on, like throughout my time, I kind of see stuff to the end, if you know what I mean. Like, if I watch a series, I'll at least watch like one season and then decide.
aye.
But when it came to I've only ever done this with The Walking Dead. Like, I think it was like season 8, and I just stopped. Just like didn't even finish it and just went fuck off. Like, nah, I'm just
I just never bothered with it. Like,
watched
But
8 seasons of it, and just like that's the only
what?
show I've
Why?
ever
Why did
done
you
that.
stop? No, why did you stop watching it?
It's just filler episodes. Just it just felt like it was going nowhere, and it was
Yeah,
just getting boring. I was just getting
that's
sick of the same shit. Like,
yeah,
and
yeah,
after eight seasons, you're just like, ah, come on, man. It
yeah,
can't be another filler season, and I'm not gonna
yeah,
do. I'm not gonna watch like
yeah.
13 episodes. I'm not gonna watch like another 8 episodes
Uh,
just to finish it.
you know how I feel about zombies and stuff. Like the boring as fuck, mate. Like they bore the fuck out of me. Like there's just no way I was going to touch that series ever, because I just know it's going to be boring. And look what happened. You fell off, mate.
Yeah,
Sorry,
but
like.
I'll at least give Midnight Mass till the end of the season, and
Oh, definitely, mate.
then decide never to watch it again if they make some more.
It is quite funny. Like they're all like this. Oh man, I just think the acting is absolutely terrible. Oh, I just think it's weak, man. It's just so dull. Oh, it's boring fucking landscape they're in and stuff. It's just a complete joke. Like, I just think it's crap. Anyway,
Speaking of zombies, no, that's a bad segue. So, is any games you can been playing?
have been playing Far Cry 6 quite a bit. Have you got it?
Ooh, yeah. So I've played about 3 hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Liking it so far. I've just been distracted by other games at the minute, but
Right.
um, I did like it. I'm finding it more compelling. The
Mm-hmm.
kind of the setup more compelling, and like obviously the setting and that I find it a bit more engaging compared to Far Cry 5, which I felt was a bit boring. But this one, yeah, I'm looking forward to digging in a bit more. Obviously, I know when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to Ubisoft games, it's just going to be like a fucking shitload to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it too, as you might have guessed. Like, beautiful world to look at and playing and stuff like that. I like all the guns and stuff like that, and all the crafting you can do. And it's Far Cry, you know what I mean? Like, it pretty much it is Far Cry, but it just delivers once again for me. Like, I've only unlocked like three amigos, the three
okay,
amigos so far, and
so have you got the guapos, the
I
crocodile?
yeah, I got
Okay,
Guapo, I've got Chorizo, and the cockerel.
which
Um,
one's your favorite then?
I probably like Guapo the best because I've like leveled them up like for everything, and I've barely used the cockerel. But I don't like them. I don't like that, like the amigos like so far, because what I liked about Far Cry 5 was like they were human, and like they could like fly planes and shit like that, and you could like, and they would converse back to your character, where these are just animals and you can't really talk to them properly, you know what I mean? So like I'm kind of missing that element, to be totally honest. And I know like the rest of like the amigos you unlock are also animals too, so not really asked. So that's a bit of a letdown, but I think they're trying to like equate to that from doing like the Supremos. You know what I mean? The heavy weapons on your back and shit like that.
Yeah,
So I think they're trying to like balance it out with that, which I like. I like using the Supremos, but like quite honestly, the only one I use is just like the one that just fires the rockets up in the sky, and then it just like the homing missiles, and then it just like fucks off
rains
a
down.
tank or whatever. You know,
Yeah.
like all the rest of the other Supremos, I'm like, don't need them. Like I don't need them to like win at a Far Cry game. You know, you just kill everything. But yeah, I think I've played about 10 to 12 hours, I think, so far. But I am enjoying it. Like and yeah, man, it is just like copy and paste, really. But it's fun. Like it's the games I like. You know what I mean? Like you can like read into the lore as much as you want. You know what I mean? Like there's loads of notes and stuff everywhere to like read and shit. And like if you want to dive into that, some of them can be quite entertaining when you read them. You know, like I like that. And like I just I am like a Ubisoft whore. I am like I love Assassin's Creed and stuff like that, you know, like, and I love getting lost in these like beautiful worlds that they create. Like for me, like escapism is gaming. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so that's what I really like about like Ubisoft games, and in particular like Far Cry 6 and Assassin's Creed. But I think all the characters as well are pretty good. You know what I mean? Like,
Danny Rojas is your main character.
yeah,
Yeah.
I chose to be a dude. But
I chose to be a girl. Like,
all right, yeah.
Didn't make a difference because you don't even bloody see them.
I
Apart from like
when you go into like in a camp.
cutscenes.
Yeah, yeah. But like it is good. Like I applaud them for like trying to do something different with like the craft system and stuff like that. And that's a little bit different. And I suppose there's no like skill tree of sorts. But there's like
It's all
different
about your
like
guns. Yeah.
ammo, different armor sets and stuff like that, which are pretty cool. It's good, man. Like even though I played like 12 hours or so, like I've like you've barely scratched the surface of this game really. But I've had a lot of fun like in those 12 hours, so like it's great. I'm really happy with it, you know. It was a fucking rip off though, but like that's just how it is, you know. But I'm gonna be busy for months with this game. It really will keep us occupied. So
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty happy.
It's one of those games where you can put it down for a while and then pick it back up, and you're not going to be going, right, what's this do? It's basically like Call of Duty like self with the controls, so he'd be all right.
Yeah.
I just want to see more of Anton.
Can you imagine like taking him down? That'll be fucking epic, that dude. So yeah, I'm nowhere near doing that. Like I think so, but that's
I can
good.
imagine the last section would be his massive camp or something, and you've got to invade it or something. That's what's gonna be, isn't it?
Huge fortress or something.
Yeah, and like I tried to go in like the first section, where you go into like a fort and it's got guards and stuff.
Oh,
and, like,
yes, yeah.
I was trying to do stealthily, but like Guapo just kind of alerted the guards to us. Like, I'm just like, that's so annoying. Like,
yeah, I
like,
know what you mean.
I was just like, I was trying to figure out how to like deactivate him, not have him there. Like, if you know what I mean? Because I was like, I don't really need you. Like,
yeah.
But he just follows you, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. I know what you mean.
I wish you could just deactivate them if you didn't want them, and or bring them up when you wanted them there.
That's what I mean. Like with like Far Cry 5 having like the human companions, like they're a bit more tactical. You know what I mean? Because they're human beings and like, like these fucking animals. You know what I mean? Like it's a bit different and stuff, but I wish you could like recruit some of like the Libertad or whatever, like to come with you instead of these cunts. You know what I mean? That would be better. But no,
I think they're just trying to differentiate it.
Yeah.
Oh, what's this season pass? What's this? I didn't even know there was a season pass for it.
I don't care, to be honest. Like,
I don't think it's story like content. It looks like it's side stuff because it's got the 3 villains from the past games on it.
Play as the villains. Take control of us. Do escape.
Yes. Yes. So it looks like it's going to be a side story with 3 villains, and then you get a Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon.
That could be pretty good.
For PS5. Yeah, we'll see. I don't really I think the only season pass I've ever bought in the past was one of the Assassin's Creed ones.
Oh, really?
It's like when on sale, when it's on sale for dirt cheap. But I tend not to really go for them, to be honest.
There's a free I think they call them just tours or something like that coming up in Assassin's Creed. It's like a free update coming next year, and so like you go on like a tour of like Valhalla, but it's also like a game as well or something. You have like a character. Like I don't know much about it, but I think they call it tours or something. But like it's a free update, and it's like looking forward to that. Like you know what I mean? Just something a bit new, but like totally free.
Yeah.
And like you get to learn about the history and stuff like that. Like so, I'm well up for that. Like when that happens.
I mean, no, but Far Cry seems to be
I
it's
think it's
going to be
doing well,
on
isn't it? As well.
radar for a while. Yeah, it'll do well. It'll probably be dirt cheap by Christmas time. I bet. Yeah, for people who haven't picked it up, probably be like half price or something by then.
I think it really does make a difference. Like having I also forget his name. You know him.
Gustavo.
Yeah. Like that he's like the villain of all villains though, isn't he? Like and they got him, like that's such a good combo. Good combo, like you know what I mean? Really good combo. So right, you're gonna have to review Metroid Dread now.
Oh, right. So Metroid Dread. I've played. It says on my clock I've played 2 hours 45 minutes, but it feels like I've played much longer than that. If you know what I mean.
Hi.
And I've so where I'm up to now. So I'm up to I know that this doesn't sound very far, but I'm up to the second boss. So
I've heard it's hard.
Yeah, I know what to do. Like I've already had about 5 goes at doing it. I know the patterns. I know what to do. It's just actually executing it like perfectly. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be perfect because I did the first boss. I was having a bit stuck on it. I think I did it. Said to you, I did it 20 times, and I never felt even though you kind of do it, I never felt like every time I was doing it, I was felt like, oh, next if I don't do it this one, I can do it the next go. I never felt like that frustrated because I knew what to do. I just needed to like execute it properly. It's just because it was a bit fiddly with the controls, making sure you have your rockets and then you beam and then making sure you jump in the projectiles and right you've done that phase. There's always 3 phases to a boss, so like you know the first phase is always piece of piss, second phase getting a bit more difficult, and then third phase it's like once you get the third phase and you're on low health, that's when you actually like shitting yourself. You're like, oh fuck. But I've actually got up to the third phase on the boss, on the second boss, but then had got down and died. So I was like, fuck. But I don't feel like I can put it down. Maybe try again the next day. I'm not like gonna beat myself over the head trying to beat it, trying to beat the second boss.
So it has an addictive quality that is like not frustrating but fun, like Hades.
Yeah, I think so. Some people might find it really frustrating, but if you know what I think if you know what the boss is going to do, it makes it less frustrating. Like, do you know what I mean? If you were going into a boss fight and you didn't know what it was doing, it was just like killing you all the time, you'd totally just throw down the controller and be like, fuck this. But this one's just like, I know I can do it. It's just actually implementing it. It's like sometimes if you had a tricky Zelda boss fight, you know what to do. It's just
so what it's conveying when you're doing it, like, so what it's conveying is like you can do this.
Yeah,
like that's cool. It's unusual.
I know people saying it's like a difficult game, but the overworld's not difficult. Have the Emmys which is like they're not the bosses, they're like the sub thing rooms that you go into. They one shot kill you if they get you. So, but the thing with Metroid Dread is the checkpoint system's very forgiving.
Oh, that's good.
So, and it's not a very long load to get back into it either. It's different if, say, for instance, if you quit the game and then power down your Switch, and then you'd have to go back to your save point. But if you were just continuing on from your normal game, it would just take you back to a checkpoint, which was like not as far back as the save, if you know what I mean. So it's always just worth just having another go and seeing if you can do it really. But like you say, the saves are all spaced out pretty well. I always feel like, oh, get to another save point, get it, you know what I mean? And I feel comfortable I can put it down. If I feel like I put it down. But I'm having fun with it. I've got the powers. So so before this second boss, I got the morph ball. And I got the one of the suits to let you go into like the hotter areas, like the lava areas. That when it's really, really hot, that's where the second boss is. But I know everyone's saying it's 8 to 10 hour game. It probably is when you look at the clock. It's just actually doing it. I haven't really had I think there was one section where I had to look up a guide just to see what I do, but I didn't read it all. I just read like what to do. It cleverly tells you, like, I don't know, it's like the game designer, it kind of tells you, well, it kind of leads you naturally to where you go next. You don't feel like it is
Quite
very
linear.
open, and you could get lost if you just go crazy and just wander about. But I think it's done a good job of balancing it to make sure you are going on to the next thing. But I can see why some players could get lost in it if they just kind of take a detour, if they're not reading the map or not looking out for, right, I've got this power, this can shoot through this door now. So, there's this, I can go back to that bit where I was before and shoot it and get through now. But yeah, it's weird because it's not like a Nintendo game. If you know what I mean, because it's Nintendo games are always very forgiving.
Yeah.
Since 64, it's really weird.
Do you think it's because it's like quite scary in its nature as well? Like quite like atmospheric, like so Nintendo, like you always think like Mario and Zelda, slightly cartoonish, but this is like full on fucking like get to work or die.
Yeah, and I feel a bit sorry for the young kids who get this for the first time.
Yeah,
because they're going to see like the advertisement, oh, it's a new Nintendo game, it's Metroid, it's going to be, you know, what I'm used to, and they're going to play it, and they're not going to, they might just give up. Really, it might be just not difficult, but just give up, frustrating for them because they're not used to it. But that's just, I think if you've played Metroid in the past, you even like slightly, or if you've even watched YouTube videos about Metroid in the past, you know what to expect and know the 2D nature of it. I do find it quite exciting to keep exploring and wanting to go on. That's why it's been taking us. It's when I'm not at a boss fight, I want to keep going. But when a boss fight happens and it kind of pushes us back a little bit, that's when I kind of stop, maybe for a day, and then go back to it.
But, just wait a while and then come back and make a bit progression.
I think the best part is, for me, it's not the boss fights. I wish, to be honest, like if they weren't in, I wouldn't really care. I like the other stuff surrounding it. To be honest, I'm probably a bit too old for my reflexes for boss fights. Quite always been a bit rubbish, even at Dark Souls and that, like in the past. So
these games aren't easy, man. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot to remember apart from like just being fast, though, isn't there? You know what I mean? You have to be really strategic and things like that. But
so there's a lot of button combinations. So like to remember, like for Metroid Dread, you know, like you can hold the L button and you can like do the laser sight, so you can do it in any direction you want. So it's remembering to do that, and then pressing the other button to switch from your plasma rifle to the rockets. But I don't think the overworld's particularly that hard. The Emmys can be a bit frustrating, but once it's like a puzzle, I think once you work it out, them rooms, then it's kind of easy. But they're just a small part of the small part of the game. I find it really like interesting how it's designed. No, it's just I'm really liking it. I think it's probably
great.
Don't want to say like too early, even though I'm only like it says 2 hours 45 in it, and I'm only on the second boss, but it does feel like I've been playing it longer, which is not in a bad way. It just feels like I've been engrossed in it, to be honest. I think it's probably one of the best Nintendo Switch games out this year. And probably it's going to be up there for Game of the Year, like definitely. And it just makes us more look forward to Metroid Prime 4 when that comes out, to be honest.
Yeah.
Or if they release the Metroid Prime trilogy, that would be good, because I've never played 2 or 3 on Metroid Prime.
Yeah, I would get that.
If they did that, it would be amazing. Like as a preemptive to Metroid Prime 4, that would be great, because that's one thing that would help, like, say you players of Metroid Dread, say if they release like the previous Metroids on the eShop, if they did it beforehand, to kind of maybe a year ago, to kind of preempt people that this is Metroid, this is how you play, you know what I mean? Like 2D Metroid. I think that would have helped them a lot. Or even like re-releasing the one on 3DS that no one played, which is Samus Returns, which is the same developer of this one, would have helped a lot, I think.
Yeah.
But you never know, they might re-release that. But definitely recommend this game. It's interesting. It's difficult, but not in a frustrating way for me personally. So I would recommend it. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. I'll probably get it for Christmas or something.
Yeah, I don't think you'll feel shortchanged with it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because it does show its quality, you know, with the graphics and the backgrounds and
it looks really nice.
The map intricate. I think once you get through it, 10 hours, it's gonna feel worth it for me. Yeah, definitely. So that's kind of my take so far on it. Maybe next podcast I'll be like, fuck this game.
That's awesome, man.
Fuck them Amiibo. Nah.
I thought the Amiibo looked pretty good. So yeah, this Animal Crossing Happy Home Paradise with this expansion pack included. That's pretty, and it's really expensive, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna bother. Seems pretty expensive.
So I think that Animal Crossing Happy Home Paradise, I think that's paid DLC. So if you've got the expansion pass Nintendo Online, you get this for free as long as you've had the yearly subscription for it. So if you cancel it, then you lose this DLC, and you've got to buy it if you want to do so. I'm not bothered about Animal Crossing. I think it's had its. I have no desire to go back to it, to be honest.
See, I kind of do. Like, I don't know why, but like, I don't know. Maybe I'll like revisit in winter or something. You know, I don't know. Like
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve, have a Animal Crossing party on my own. Because like there's just so much content to it, you know. So I don't know. I wouldn't mind like unlocking a few plants or something. You know what I mean? Nah. I feel like, you know, I kind of gave up on it, and then like you see everybody's like towns and stuff, and like it looks fucking epic, and it's like that could be actually quite therapeutic to get into it, but we'll see.
I do feel like so the yearly Nintendo Online costs, the basic one is $17.99, whereas this expansion one is $34.99 a year. But I know Animal Crossing, like for people who don't play that, that's not a benefit though for them. They should have added
GBA games, or should be GBA games there. GBA games, man. I'll not expect GameCube, of course. I won't expect GameCube, but GBA should be there instead of that, and just fuck that off entirely. I couldn't care less.
Yeah, it should have had other games, other platforms in. It shouldn't just have two and that for like what, double the, nearly, well, not double, but like a pretty significant jump up, like, and it's not even like loads of games like for 64.
Yeah.
I think the only one, personally, the only one out there that I would see myself playing for a significant amount of time would probably be Mario Tennis. To be honest.
Really? I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd bother. I'd probably play a bit of Mario Kart like that was.
I say I wouldn't play
I
64
would
because I've got it.
play.
I've got it on
Yeah,
the. I've got it on the collection that they released,
I know.
and
I know. It's just like, yeah, you see that and you're like, really? Never mind.
I've got Zelda, Ocarina of Time, the 3DS version that they did. So it's kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they're not giving us enough. And like the Mega Drive one, it's kind of
It's just like the
yeah,
SNES games. I can't be asked to play them either, mate. I can't be asked. I just can't be asked. I'd rather play
uh,
something new every time, pretty much.
yeah. There's just not enough there to justify it for me. I'm not going to bother. I've my online um my basic online ran out like a week ago, and I haven't upped it yet. I was just waiting to see what this was about before I
I
decided. So
I got stung before. I got stung like a month or so ago with it, and I should have fucking cancelled it. To be honest, never mind. So that's pretty much Nintendo news, isn't there?
yeah, it's
It's nothing else.
pretty much dog shit.
I let's see.
Oh, Sora came out. You forgot about Sora.
Oh, we spoke about that last time. We don't
Yeah.
give a shit. I'm quite interested in this Shin Megami Tensei game. It just looks good. I don't know much about it, but it looks good, and I know it's like an Atlas project, and it was like the precursor to Persona and all that kind of stuff. So I know a little bit about it, but
Yeah.
I'd say that looks pretty good. I would probably like to try that game. I think.
Yeah. So it's like
Um,
turn-based
yeah,
turn-based RPG, pretty pretty bit hardcore. Might
yeah, it
be.
looks good. I like some of the characters, like how they look and stuff. I think it looks like a really cool game. Are you bothered about the Pokemon? It's like redone, isn't it? Kind of the chibi style.
No, not that one. I'm more interested in the that new one,
Uh
Arceus. I'd
yeah.
probably that one in January is the one that I would probably like
It does look a
put
bit
towards.
different, doesn't it? It does look a bit different.
Yeah, yeah.
So
They're doing something new with it, which is like the remake Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and that. That's just the 3D. That's just the DS versions. So it's kind of like if you've never played them before, if you really like them, not to
yeah,
sell out, wait for a sale or whatever. But this is the one that's it kind of
yeah.
gets lots of backlash I see on Twitter for this one, saying, "Oh, it looks shite. The graphics are shite," and people are people are dead brutal. Like I think Nintendo fans.
I think like Breath of the Wild is probably like the best graphics you're gonna get on the Switch. Like best like art style, best graphics. I mean, maybe not actually. No, actually, you know what? Tell a lie. Mario Odyssey is absolutely amazing. It looks incredible. But I love the way Breath of the Wild looks as well, though. It's so perfect. Let's see. PlayStation shit. Waiting for this thing to go away. I don't know how to move it. I don't it keeps popping up. I don't know if you can see it, but like
No, no.
yeah, it's like I don't know. I can't move it anywhere. Uh try
So
again.
that's a little video of Pokemon there. Like,
There we go. PS4 exclusive God of War releasing on PC. So fuck, I don't care.
oh,
Um,
this is what like I'm a bit annoyed by because Cyberpunk and Witcher 5. Basically, the versions they said they were going to come out like this year.
Oh,
Now they've been
delayed.
delayed into next year, so it's kind of like I was waiting for them to do the update of Cyberpunk before I even like went back to that game again.
What a
It's
monumental fuck up that game is, isn't it? My gosh.
their next game after that's just gonna like people are not just gonna forgive them. It's like it's like when a franchise movie does bad and then but then
Yeah.
it's like the Assassin's Creed games. So like how Unity did really shit because it had loads of problems. So then they released the next game, Syndicate, and it was actually decent, but it didn't sell as well because people burnt off the one previously because they were like, "No, fuck you," and that's when they like kind of went to the drawing board, and that's when they did Origins. So it's kind of like the same thing. It's people are just going to get burnt, feel a bit
Yeah.
burnt if they go out and buy the next game by this developer, and because they just fucked it up so bad.
Yeah.
But I thought at least Witcher 5 would get released on PS5 as an update because why not?
Yeah, absolutely, man.
The Witcher program's going to come out in December as well, isn't it? So it would have been a good little tie-in for them for that marketing. Watch the show and then season 2 and play the game.
Yeah, I bet loads of people like played The Witcher after they saw it on Netflix as well. Like if they hadn't played it before.
Definitely. I bought a couple of the books I haven't read yet.
Oh, that's cool.
The Witcher books, yeah, get into that.
It doesn't seem to be that much news. I've been off like YouTube for ages now, kind of thing.
Really,
Like just just with work and stuff like that. Not as hot on the video game news as I used to be, but it only takes a few clicks, doesn't it? I like what Xbox has done here. It reminds me of the old days.
oh, the Blades.
Yeah, it reminds me.
Yeah, that was
kind of cool.
It felt like the Blades didn't last very long in my memory. Like before
Yeah,
they changed it.
It's like a fucking long time ago. The Blades were there.
Remember when they did like the avatars? They were fucking awful.
I thought they were pretty good though. Like to be fair, like it was like fun, like unlocking like stuff in a game, like cosmetics for your avatar, like in an actual game. Oh, it was kind of good, mate. To be honest, though, it was funny. I thought it was funny, mate.
I
mean,
it was annoying. I didn't like it. I thought it was just like
why not?
I don't know. I preferred just a game I pick. Like that's me. That's simple.
I like fucking home my avatar, me. Like, oh, it was fun, me. Oh well.
Dressing them up on that.
I mean, I hardly had like anything. I had like a rock star shirt and like a fucking hat or something from Red Dead, and like a few other things.
I think I had like Mass Effect outfit. It was just like
it was fucking hilarious, man.
Blade.
Xbox news, absolutely fuck all as usual. Games coming out for the rest of the month. Guardian's coming out soon.
I think yeah, so you'll probably get reviews by early next week, won't you? That'd be interesting.
It might be pretty fun, like from a gameplay perspective, because it does look impressive just apart from the faces, doesn't it? Really, but apart from that, like it looks like a pretty fun game.
Yeah, like you're gonna have a fun story on it, like, and it's gonna have a good soundtrack. That's the main ones. And I've seen the combat trailer, the most recent ones, and I have been given more about like what you can do and stuff. So it does sound like something to want to watch. Really, it just depends on basically how it reviews.
I still don't think I'll pick it up, even if it gets a good score. To be honest with you, though, I just don't think I'll pick it up anyway. Just don't think I'll bother. regardless of score.
One thing that kind of you probably didn't know about Riders Republic, so they're having it that comes out next week, but from tomorrow they're having you can download the trial version, so it's 4 hours time version.
Ooh.
And the progress carries over to the main game if you wish to buy it. So it's basically just a demo, but it's got access to everything. It's basically starting a game, which I think is like a really clever thing to do. Like you release a demo and then that progress carries on to the main game. I think
absolutely
Dragon Quest 11 did that on 3DS.
Yeah.
I thought that was so clever because you
definitely
kind of you invested in it, because there's no way I'm going to play a demo for an RPG and then fucking replay it again. Like, fuck that. Like,
yeah, I think that was a really good idea too. Absolutely.
For Riders Republic, I think they need some goodwill to get the people hyped about it, because I think it's going to get a bit lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, I think you're right. I am curious about it though, and like, I want it. To be honest, I do want it, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, it could get lost. I know what you're saying.
I would just play the 4-hour trial, mate.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I definitely will.
So
Download that tomorrow.
I don't know when tomorrow, but tomorrow till I think the 27th. So you got 4 hours to play it. I think EA does that quite well. If you're a EA Play member, you get like a 10-hour trial of games, and that progress carries through. So if you bought FIFA or Madden, you play 10 hours and that just carries through. So it's clever, but obviously that's behind a paywall of EA Play.
Yeah.
For £20 a year. So
yeah. So Vanguard coming soon. Well, I might get.
I'm actually seeing more about it, and I'm actually thinking, the story's going to be probably better than I expect. So
I like thing is with like Call of Duty games and like going through the main campaign. I love to just like put some headphones on, get immersed in that shit. Like that's really good because they do it really well. To be fair, campaigns I think so. It's a bit of a trip.
The developer for this one, Sledgehammer, like they did Advanced Warfare.
Yeah,
you know, the one with Kevin Spacey. I really liked that campaign. I thought it was class. Like, so, and they did World War II, the previous one. I didn't play that much, but this one is probably going to be better. So,
yeah,
kind of looking forward to that.
I'll probably get it. And to be honest with you as well, like you're gonna get like a brand new Warzone map with it as well. So actually, I think I'll fucking get that because I like a bit Warzone, to be honest.
It's like a Pacific in the Pacific.
Yeah, I bet it'd be really good. To be fair, anything's like better than Verdansk at this moment in time. Been playing it for 2 years.
It'll keep you busy for a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of so I played the Battlefield beta. So I
played what did you think?
A couple hours. When I played it was really buggy.
Oh really?
Yeah, like I don't know if it was just me, but I felt like the map that I was on was very, very like the sight lines were just getting sniped too much. I just felt like you were in a war zone map, but like but with no like verticality. It's kind of you're just getting sniped by everywhere. You're trying to run across to like to get the objective, but then you're getting sniped, and I was just like, I find this really annoying. But I'm just gonna wait and see if there's anything more about it comes out of it before I decide whether it's gonna be a one that you keep playing, or is it gonna be in trouble? You know.
Yeah.
Is it going to crash and burn the servers when it first loads? Is it going to be a buggy mess? Is it because it's an online only game, so it's kind of at least with Call of Duty, like if the multiplayer is busted for a couple of days, at least you can play the single player before that gets fixed. You know what I mean? But with Battlefield, it's kind of be fucked for a bit.
Guess we'll see, man. I guess we'll see. It must have been hard with like development with the pandemic and stuff like that, but I guess we'll see, man. They need to release something soon, obviously, so it might
There
release
is
and then
like,
a few months down the line it might be alright.
yeah, I
You
did
know?
find it impressive, like some of the graphics and that. Like it did remind us a lot of like Battlefield 4 because that was like the first game I bought for PS4 when that first came out. And that was like amazing. So,
Yeah.
but with this one, it's just kind of wait and see, really, for me at the minute. I think it's always our things when they release betas. It always kind of like makes you question it a bit more. Whether if it just came out, you'd be running to get it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's it, like. Aye. So yeah. You've been enjoying Dread. I've been enjoying a bit Far Cry. Got a new telly just behind us. Happy with that. Nice to have a nice thing, very nice. So it's all good. It's
And
all
the
good.
4K upstairs,
Yeah,
4K
4K.
life.
It's really nice. Like it's like 43 inch. I think it's probably the same as yours, 43. The one that you've got
Yeah.
upstairs.
Aye.
And happy fucking days. I got my granddad chair. I've got that, like I mean, for an introvert like me, life is
All you
good.
need.
Know what I'm saying? So yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but like,
Yeah.
if anyone's been listening till the very end, appreciate it.
Absolutely.
If you want to put in a comment, and I say this last time, but no one did. But if you want to, that'd be nice. Just
Yeah, that
appreciate
would
it.
be nice.
Appreciate the clicks. Appreciate the like and
Oh,
subscribes.
yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
blurry.
I got everything so blurry. No,
Oh God,
everything so fake.
you're gonna be copyright strike for that.
Oh, I was so fucking accurately.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
just didn't try to sing and it just picked it up straight away.
All right then. I think we'll leave it here, and
Yep.
we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. If you did, appreciate it. And that's about it, bro.
See you later, bro.
Stay classy.